All right. So I'm just gonna hop right in. So these are pretty much like three stocks you should be watching going into next month because it's gonna be December. But anyways, Crocs. Hold up, I gotta move this. How do I move this out the way, bro? All right. Anyways, Crocs, like I said, looks real good. So showing out support, I have a support down at 101.97, but pretty much it broke over 100 bucks, right? And $100 is that mental number, right? Just think about it. Would you rather have 99 bucks or have 100? You would want 100. And as long as price, so the way I see it, I'm using common sense. As long as price stays over that mental number of $100, it's just gonna go higher. And I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, why is it gonna go higher? Why else?" If you are holding above a level of support, price the market can only move three ways: up, down, or sideways. If the trend is up, it's just gonna consolidate and keep going up until it hits a level of supply, a gap, or whatever the banks want to move price at. Well, anyways, Crocs looks real good. It's December time, retail season, Amazon, Crocs, Nike, all that good stuff. But anyways, the small support, honestly, I would wait for this gap right here to get filled. It's a small gap. So pretty much if price can come down to 102, what's the high of this? I'm just use the high. If price can come down to 101.56, I'm gonna just say 101.56. Then that would be a what the? Oh no, it's a high. The high is 102.4. My fault. Yeah, so if price can come down to 102.4 and hold. I mean, that's a look at your risk to reward. You're only risking what, like $2 if you put your stop loss pretty much at 100, $1.98. But pretty much, I'll probably put it. I'll probably give me like some wiggle room if we buy time. So I'll probably do like a $3 stop because my TP, I'm looking at this gap to be filled. Like this is my overall target, but pretty much I'm looking at my first TP, which would be this high of 117.76. 117 point, and mind you, I swing trade. I don't day trade. So I don't expect this to hit my target in the next day. No, I swing on my stuff. So like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sometimes longer. So pretty much I'm looking at 117.76. I'm also looking at 111.11. If you know, you know. If you don't, then you know soon. But pretty much as long as we stay above 100, you know, first level support 102.4, right? Actually, it'd be this gap right here too. So your first support would be 104.65, and you see what price it came off for this gap, right? Your second support would be 102.4. Third support would be $100 flat. As long as price doesn't break under 100, we're good. If it does break under 100, then it's probably gonna pull back, which do swing low high 101.65. The lowest price can go is 97.54. If we break 97.54, then it's just gonna keep going lower. But as of right now, it looks like it's setting up to go higher because back in the past, when price was back down here at these levels, what happened? It exploded. Yeah, it does have this gap right here to fill at 86, but if we're gonna go to 86, then that means like news or something. It's gonna drive price down to here. But as in the meantime, what I'm seeing, I'm looking at upside as long as we hold. So that's Crocs. Like I said, uh, first support, pretty much your supports are 100 and 102.4. There's a gap right here. 104.65, and then we hold. I'm looking at least 111.11, which pretty much means price will take out this high right here in order for that to happen, 109.64. So I'm pretty much looking at 111.11, 117.76, which is the top of this wick. Because I'm not just getting random TPs. My TPs vary like on the candlestick price and like on a fib. So pretty much 117.76. Then the middle of this gap, the 50%, what is this? Is 127.89. And then the overall target would be 137.99. But I don't think price is gonna fill this up in one go. It might just feel like half of this gap and then slowly retrace back down to 117 and then go back up. Because I'm not expecting the price to just have a green candle after green candle after green candle after green candle after green candle. No, that's not how the market moves. It can move like that, but only if the stock is going like super parabolic and everyone their mama is in that stock. But anyways, that's CROX. Roblox, same thing. Roblox on the higher time frames. If I go to the monthly, what's this? Consolidation. If Roblox was gonna go lower, it would have done it. It would have broke this candle right here in 2022, but it didn't. What happened? Faked out, went back up, came back down, test this candle right here, and now it's trying to break out. So Roblox, same thing. I'm honestly my overall TP on this, I'm looking at 60. I'm looking at the retest of this first candle when it first drops. But honestly, since Roblox is one of those meme stocks, and Roblox, y'all don't understand, kids, they like they spend money on games like this, on Roblox, Fortnite, like they will never go away. They will never go away. But if we go to the weekly, right? Bullish candle right here, impulse. If we get a retracement down to 45, that's a good entry. But if we don't and hold, I mean, first TP would be 55 based on the weekly time frame, 55.10. Daily, like I said, this gap right here would be a prime spot to enter if price can give us that gap. If it doesn't, then honestly, right here, as long as we don't break under 48, looking at the upside. But on this one too, even if it does enter this gap and hold, I'm buying more. Because look at this sideways. We've been sideways since May 2020. No, we actually started being sideways since February 2022. So for a stock to be sideways for this long, that tells me that's something. This, you want to know what that tells me? And y'all should be like, oh, what does this tell you? This tells me that someone's buying. Because why would they sell this? Think about it. If we were gonna go lower, then price would have been made a lower low. But what happened? We are holding. We are maintaining the lows. We are holding, right? We are ranging. And price doesn't range for a reason. If price is ranging, it either means people are buying or people are selling. That's it. There's no other factors. They're either buying or they're selling. And the reason why I think they're buying, because look, every gap gets filled at one point. We have a gap to fill at 66.14. So I honestly think we're coming up to 66.14 and then 66.6. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But I'm pretty much looking at that gap to get filled down here. So Roblox looks good. Like I said, you can either enter up here, put your stop loss under 48, or honestly just do like a 20% stop loss because I do that. And if you get stopped out, then you just look for a better entry. I'm not saying to go all in. I'm saying to use your risk management. This is just my plan. But for me, since I swing stuff, I like to buy time. But this, if we hold here and go, then that's good. If we don't and break this low right here, if we break under $48, then expect 45. I don't want to hear, oh, it broke under and it's correct. No, I'm telling you right now, if it breaks under 48 bucks, expect 45 because it's gonna fill most of this gap and then it's gonna go. So I'm letting you know that right now. But it looks nice. And if you want a confirmation entry, then just wait for this high to be taken out. Wait for price to make a higher high up here, and then just buy on that retracement. But for now, your first entry would be right here. We're pretty much 50. Think about it. But honestly, if we get one more top of this zone right here, then shoot, that's a good entry. Just based off the daily 4 hour, go down to 30 minute. 30 minutes my pretty much my time frame. But yeah, you can see impulse up, holding this wick sideways, sideways, sideways. So honestly, if we want a precise entry, then just wait for price to come to this gap right here. Because look on the 30 minute, we have a tiny gap to fill at 49.48. So we come down to 49.48 and hold. I mean, you pretty much have what, a $1 stop loss? No, less than that. You have like a 78 cent. Actually, what's 48? I was bringing 48. 9, 8. There we go. $1.50. Well, oh my. Yes, yeah, $1.50 stop loss. You're risking a dollar. Honestly, you're risking a dollar to make $5.55 if we test this high. Take out $5 or $6. Like you're pretty much risking $1.50 to make five. And look at the risk reward. It's a 3.7. right? As long as your risk to reward is a 3 and greater, I mean, just take the trade. Because in the end of the day, you win, you're either gonna win or you're gonna lose. Like there's no like that's all there is to trading. You either win or you lose. If you lose, just either look for a better entry or move on. If you win, take your profit because it's not a win unless you take your profit. Roblox, last but not least, Crocs, and then honorable mention Tesla. Crocs. I'm like I said, I'm looking at 130. I'm looking at this gap to be filled. Like I really like Crocs, and it's not just because I own a pair of shoes, but I think price wants to fill at least half of this big candle on the weekly time frame. So I am at least looking at 117.76. That's my first major target, just based off the weekly. Got onto the daily. It's on a 3 day. It's an inside candle. 6 day inside. Daily inside. Right. As long as we stay above 102.4s, I'm bullish. Like I said, the same thing. It broke under that mental level of $100. If a stock breaks under 100, if a stock breaks back above $100 and holds, what does that tell you? That means they bought under 100. Because why buy at 100 when you can buy lower at 95? And this is Crocs. Like y'all can go outside, go to the gym. Y'all see people wear Crocs everywhere, right? So they're not gonna go out of business. It does have a gap to fill, like I said, 88, but I don't think it's gonna fill that. But it looks prime. Wait, I already talked about Crocs. Oops. Last but not least, Tesla. My fault. Because I had my order mixed up. All right, Tesla. So Tesla, this thing, I'm looking at 420. My overall target is 486 just based off of the weekly time frame. Because it's so hard to explain. But pretty much once we hit this low right here, what did price start to do? It started to go parabolic, right? We have this nice parabolic run. So pretty much I'm looking at 365. Because 365 worth that too. That's a whole year, right? That's a whole year. So, but pretty much over 365, pretty much as of right now, price. I did not mean to move that. Price pretty much held it. We feel this gap right here at 325, and Tesla's one of those stocks. Don't expect every gap to get filled because Tesla does not do that. It loves to fake you out. Like, look right here. People thought price was gonna go to 223 and fill this gap. What happened? We only took out this candle and it took off. That's what Tesla, when Tesla goes parabolic, it gaps and goes. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It likes to gap and go. If it gaps up, then expect that first candle to be like a wick and a fake out, and then it's just gonna go. It did this on low volume. It went up $12 on Friday, which was like a half day. So that's what I'm saying. So this thing, like, it's prime. And number two, Elon Musk, Trump is gonna back up Elon Musk. That's number two. If you're friends with the president of the United States of America, do you know how much money you have access to? Why do you think everyone wants to buy in Tesla? Think about it. Just think about it for a sec. I'm not saying to throw all your money in it, but I'm just saying like keep it on watch. Because when Tesla, and it's December time, so Tesla likes to go. So pretty much, if you want to save entry over 362.80, you're looking at 419. I'm pretty much looking at 420. But right now, since price closed at 345 right here, my support is at 332. And Tesla's one of those where if it just it can go, man. Like I made most of my money trading Tesla. I'm gonna keep it real. Like most of my money I made just trading Tesla because it's such a heavy momentum stock, a heavy FOMO stock. And honestly, I can move this. I'll just move this down here to this wick. Can I put this on top of my can? Oh, I can't. I could have done that this whole time. Okay, I did not know that, bro. That would have been so much better. Okay, so 334.65 first support, right? 345.15 second support. This wick right here. But I'm pretty much looking at tests of 361, 365, 369, 400, 420. And like I said, my weekly target is 486. But that's just a experiment. I'm talking about if you're just looking at what is if you're just looking at my screen right now, I'm looking at 361. So don't let this fool you. I'm looking at 361.85. And then let me go down 1 minute to see if I can see anything. If I can see a buy entry for y'all. Okay, yeah. So 1 minute. right here, 341. If we ever come down to 341 and hold, that's a good entry to buy. But knowing Tesla, you know how Tesla likes to do, it likes to, for some reason, every pre-market, it likes to be up like $10. So knowing this thing, it's probably gonna gap up. So with that being said, your levels of resistance, every high, 346, 351. What the? I clicked on the wrong tool. 351, 346.96. Yeah, so pretty much, if you want a safe entry, then just wait for the break of 346.96. You can do that too. But this right here is a good level to enter because you see these two red candles they bought here. It was a test. But if that doesn't happen, and if we gap up over 346, then just wait for price to come down a little bit and fake out and then enter. Like as long as so you see how right here how we gapped up, right? Look at these candles. We held this candle. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is price holds that first candle. What's going on? If price holds that first 830 candle, then look, the 50% is right here. So as long as we hold 50% of that first candle, you can enter. You can enter at the 50, put your stop loss under that first candle, and just write it out to whatever TP you have. You can do that too. And that's pretty much what I did on Friday. But pretty much what I'm trying to say is keep Tesla on your watch list. Do not sleep on the stock. And then mind you, I'm gonna just get rid of all this for a sec, so that way I can have a clean chart. Look at this. I'm pretty sure we're gonna test all-time highs, which is 414. I'm pretty sure. That's what I'm saying. Tesla's one of those. Y'all know Tesla, man. When it moves, it can move. And this is the 6-month time frame right here. Look, we have 1 month on a 6-month time frame. 1 month on this. This candle still has a month left, right? So with that being said, you see, let me start right here because I'm gonna just count that as one candle. And then let me put this whole right here. And then even then, implied move would be at this candle, right? So 402. So pretty much, what's this? 406, but pretty much 414. Just based off of these three impulsive candles, because these three candles equals one giant green candle, right? So just based off these three candles, this candle, we still have a month and 2 days left on this candle. That's a lot of time for Tesla to make new all-time highs. And then not only that too, but watch. All right, let me not use a fib extension on that. I was going to. I don't know about 600 because that's just like my 1.618, but held, held, open right at 200, right? Well, open lower, but it pretty much the body of the candle hit 200, boom. And then honestly, we also broke over this level, 314.67, which is telling me that we should go higher. And honestly, you can get your levels off the wicks and just off the body of the candles. So pretty much, if you want confirmation, just wait for the break of 352.26, which is this candle right here. If price breaks over that on the lower time frames, then just enter. Because you already know if we break over what I say, 352 or 362. Yeah, you already know once we break over 362, I'm on the weekly time frame. That because that was a monthly level, like the monthly body. Once we break over 352.26, then you can enter. Because look at price. It's playing with that level. So that's what I'm saying. If we consolidate over here, it's gonna boom and it's gonna go higher. But all right, that's it for me. Sorry for ranting. Next video, I'm gonna have like notes and stuff on my levels of support and resistance. I just want to go ahead and get this out the way. But yeah, that's it. I try not to make the videos in the future. I'm gonna make them like at least like 10 minutes, 12 minutes. All right, I'll see y'all later.